Hello there, and this is for you Eastenders fans. This morning I posted on Facebook how Lorraine Newman's Eastenders was taking shape. There's no question about it. Eastenders under Lorraine Newman hasn't really done any more for the show than Brian Kirkwood did, or anything that's gone before it for many, many years. Eastenders has been slowly been going into freefall. I found out about a couple of hours ago, and I must admit I'm shocked. Lorraine Newman has been moved on as showrunner of EastEnders and will be replaced, wait for it because I don't know his name off by heart, stay there. Yes, former story producer Dominic Treadwell Collins. He is now the new showrunner. I have gone on record and said that EastEnders, as you know, if you watch my videos, has needed major surgery for many years now. But Lorraine Newman's only been showrunner for 16 years. I only found out today, as I was reading about her being replaced, that she started from the bottom and worked her way up on EastEnders. Now, 16 months as showrunner isn't a long time. Her changes are only started to be implemented now. We're seeing all these new characters coming. So this surely means now that this guy, Collins, is going to be implementing his changes. Hopefully bringing the drama back to EastEnders, because nothing literally happens on the show. So unless all these new characters are down to him and he's been working in the background, that means, yes, as I say, he's going to be putting all his changes in place. Now, this is the problem. That puts EastEnders back at least 2 years. When you look at Emmerdale, especially Emmerdale and Hollyoaks, with the stuff they're doing, they're taking a lot of risks, like we saw with Jenny's murder last week. Hollyoaks is just an event every episode, and I have written to the BBC so many times and told them, let me be a story consultant. Let a viewer come on there and tell you where you're going wrong. Because we know, we might not be trained in making television shows, but I know a good story. I know a good character. I know that EastEnders needs the kind of major surgery which Emmerdale Farm needed in the 90s. And that's why Phil Redmond was recruited. And look at Emmerdale now. Watch it go. Look how big it is. EastEnders needs that major surgery. So I don't know if this is the kind of surgery Collins is going to do. It just seems to me this is yet another showrunner that's going to implement their changes, and they necessarily won't be good changes. Now, I don't know if the BBC have finally woken up to themselves and realised that EastEnders has been running into the ground. But one of the main reasons EastEnders has been running to the ground is because they've been changing showrunners too often, and you can't do that. There's no balance when you do that. You need a good showrunner in place for a set of time, and hopefully the showrunner you have does a good job, so when he or her leave, then you bring someone else which is going to do the business, and it carries on from that. But that's not what EastEnders have done. EastEnders have really only had one half decent showrunner in the past 15 years, and that was Deirdre Santa. He was the one who brought the Brannings in, you know. And I found out today that Kate Harwood is like head of drama or something, and she was one of the worst EastEnders showrunners ever. She was there when Dirty Den come back and Phil left for a year. That was one of the worst years of EastEnders in history, and that wasn't because of Dirty Den, because one of the major problems with EastEnders now is the writing, but the attitude that with EastEnders now, everything's so light, everything's so fluffy, nothing happens. It's not the EastEnders that we loved. It's not the EastEnders that was big. Now, I think Digital Spy had an article when they announced this guy's new showrunner. They were saying there's no drama in the show. They're saying that maybe the BBC have been scared ever since the Baby Swap story, and they've been like using tiptoes, and it's really quite amusing when you get the quotes when someone's stepping down. Oh yeah, you know, I'm really proud to have a high-rated Christmas. Well, those big ratings that last Christmas is because they lied to us and said Derek Branning was going to leave, which was again an awful character, in one of the biggest blockbusting EastEnders episodes of all time. Nothing happened for 53 minutes. Then he had a heart attack. What's so blockbuster about that? EastEnders have been cheating their audience for a long time. I'm surprised. The BBC are brilliant with drama. Holby and Casualty are awesome shows. How can they be so brilliant and EastEnders be so bad? We want Tony Holland's and Julia Smith's EastEnders back. Tony Holland and Julia Smith created EastEnders. They gave us something pacey, fast, dramatic, realistic. It was brilliant. Their EastEnders was the reason that your Emmerdales and your Corries and your Hollyoaks are so good now. They forced the other channels to make better soaps because all of a sudden we had EastEnders which had so much pace and so much drama, and it forced people like Coronation Street to become a bit more of a pacier, racier drama. It forced ITV to bring Phil Redmond to kind of launch Emmerdale and make it a more exciting, dramatic show, more Dallasy if you like. But EastEnders is so lagging behind, and I hope this guy Collins, let's get his full name right again, Dominic Treadwell Collins, is going to be the business, is going to be a showrunner. We're going to say, this is the guy who brought us back Tony and Julia's EastEnders. But I tell you this, people, it's going to take a long time. And are people going to be patient with EastEnders? We've already seen what happened in the British Soap Awards this year. They won nothing. I saw the look on the actors' faces who work on EastEnders. They seemed kind of surprised and disappointed. They shouldn't be. They should understand what type of show they're working on. They're not working on that EastEnders that Corinne Hollingworth run or Julia Smith run. We're not talking about the Grant and Phil days. We're not talking about the Den and Angie days. We're talking about a non-event. Now, I would say to Mr. Collins, you need to sort this out quickly. You need to get rid of a lot of characters, and you need to employ writers that understand what EastEnders really should be. I'm always available, so go there as a consultant, as arrogant as it sounds, because I believe I know what the show needs. I am an EastEnders fan, and like many EastEnders fans, I'm very disappointed with what's happened, because EastEnders now is the bottom of the soaps, and that's a fact. Let's see what happens. I will keep you updated. Let's hope we get our EastEnders back. We'll talk again. See ya.